I'm Andrew Moran, Liberty Nation's economics editor.
Very, very rocky.
Death by government.
Drain the swamp.
Hello and welcome to another installment of Liberty Nation's Swamponomics videocast. I'm Andrew Moran, Liberty Nation's economics editor. This week, it's true, Paul Krugman, inflation hurts the poor. In December 2021, the Keynesian economist posted on social media platform X, then Twitter, "Inflation especially hurts the poor has truthiness. It sounds like it should be true, but I don't see either evidence or a mechanism." He followed up with another piece in November 2022 in the New York Times titled, "Does inflation disproportionately hurt the poor?" 4 years later, this idea has been taken to the woodshed. While Krugman's assessment was likely cover for his side of the political aisle, economists have examined the veracity of this statement. A couple of months after Krugman's column, the Dallas Federal Reserve published a report concluding that, quote, "high inflation disproportionately hurts low-income households." The regional central bank's economists even called out Krugman, writing that their study was noteworthy because the results, quote, "do not support the recent suggestions of Paul Krugman." Funny stuff. That said, while it is common sense that higher prices would overwhelmingly and adversely affect the poor and middle class, a simple Google search will yield numerous results asking this very question. It seems that too many economists have too much time on their hands. Still, according to the New York Fed in July 2024, we find that while inflation hurts everyone, it hurts the poor in particular. And this from the Minneapolis Fed in October 2024. Another 2.3 million Americans would be below the poverty line if we accounted for their high rates of inflation. A working paper from the New York University in late 2023 even concluded that wealthier people benefit from inflation. Considering how inflation disproportionately hurts everyone except the affluent, it is no wonder that inflation and the broader economy were key issues in last year's presidential election. Inflation was a key factor in the University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Index, which plummeted to an all-time low a few years ago despite stellar job creation and economic growth. To this date, even as the situation has relatively stabilized, the fact that Americans' purchasing power has been wiped out by 20% in half a decade continues to anger people, and rightfully so. In the end, however, Paul Krugman's declaration that inflation primarily harms the rich should be a cause for alarm. While the consensus, at least on the surface, suggests economists agree inflation harms the poor, there are likely many voices in the crowd who also agree with Paul Krugman. Perhaps it depends on whether their opinion should be taken seriously on who is holding the keys to power in Washington and what the underlying data show. That's it from this week. Please read my full stories on libertynation.com and be sure to check out my previous Swamponomics TV videos and interviews. Liberty Nation does not endorse candidates or campaigns or legislation, and this presentation is no endorsement. Thank you. I'm Andrew Moran, Liberty Nation's economics editor.
Very, very rocky.
Death by government.
Drain the swamp.